10 painful but positive indications that you are improving as a person. You may be on a journey to improve yourself, yet progress can seem slow or even non-existent at times. There may be times when you feel like you're stuck, even when you know you're actually growing and improving. Some of the indicators that things are improving and you're on the right track to become a better person are discussed in this video. What are we waiting for? Number 1, you've been wondering lately. When you consider the possibility that your long-held beliefs may be false, it may be a terrifying experience. However, this is sometimes required for personal development and the advancement of others. When you start to ask questions, you're taking a step back from the surface level and seeing things as they really are, rather than how other people want you to perceive them. You no longer take things at face value but instead think critically about them. You wonder what causes the status quo and whether or not anything should be altered, and if so, what should be altered and how. Making good choices is facilitated by asking more questions. Number 2, things are shifting in your view. Realizing that you've changed isn't always simple. We are accustomed to viewing ourselves as unchanging entities with rigid identities and routines. The realization that your viewpoint is shifting, however, is a positive sign of personal development. If you come to a different opinion on anything after learning more about it, it's because your knowledge has grown. One of the most vital parts of developing is this procedure. While initial apprehension or unease may be inevitable, know that they are merely normal responses to the change. Number 3, you have an emerging awareness of your shadow self. Each of us has a shadowy side that we'd like keep hidden from view, both from others and from ourselves. The fear of what others will think is one reason, while the fear of what we could do if we let the shadows in is another. It's not easy to face your shadow self, but when you do, you'll be able to do it with compassion and understanding rather than shame and dread. It means that you don't let negative emotions, such as anger, despair, or frustration, control your behavior or define who you are, no matter how bad circumstances become. Number 4, you've learned to be more empathetic and less critical of others. Each of us has a unique perspective, and we value it. We are all entitled to our own thoughts, but it is part of being human that we be able to adapt our thinking in the face of fresh evidence. However, when challenged, it's simple to go on the defensive. When you feel like your beliefs are being challenged or attacked, it's hard to listen and take in new information. But if you can learn to judge others less harshly, even if they hold different views than you do, that's a sign of personal growth. It demonstrates that you're willing to consider the viewpoints of others, even if they run counter to your own. Number 5, you have come to terms with your part in previous wars. It's not easy to own up to mistakes, especially if those mistakes have hurt other people. Nevertheless, we must accept responsibility for our actions, no matter how unintended they may have been. It's a great indicator that you're maturing as a person when you can reflect on your own behavior and recognize the harm you've caused others, or that you can realize that there were other perspectives to a given circumstance. Understanding your part in prior confrontations increases your capacity for empathy and genuine apologies. That's not all, though. You may use that knowledge to better protect yourself against repeating past errors. Number 6, you have lost your arrogance and realize that no one is better than you. It's hard to find normal reasons to rejoice, but consider that this is the start of some profound personal development. This is because we limit our potential when we think we have arrived. Just show us that we're correct and we won't bother changing or bettering ourselves. Once you accept the fact that you, like everyone else, have areas in which you might use some development, you can stop worrying about the actions of others and instead concentrate on your own personal development. Number 7, if you're being criticized, the first thing you should do is examine yourself. It's hard to take criticism. When people are criticized, they often become defensive or aggressive. But occasionally we find that the critique was spot on when we give it some thought. The ability to take criticism as a sign that you're developing as a person and ready to own your actions or decisions is demonstrated by the fact that this is your initial response to it. Number 8, you're rearranging your priorities. What you value most is a strong predictor of your future. And if you realize that you're giving more attention to different topics than you used to, your priorities are unquestionably changing. Spending time with loved ones, for instance, may have replaced the pursuit of financial success as a priority in your life. Maybe you used to eat nothing but fast food and go out every night, but these days you worry more about maintaining a healthy diet and getting enough rest. It's an indication that you're maturing as a person, since you're learning to prioritize different aspects of your life. Number 9, if the truth be told, you tell it regardless of how it may make others feel. It can be challenging to always tell the truth. Each of us has had times of weakness in which we've wanted to save someone's feelings by not sharing some potentially upsetting news. If you want to avoid making someone feel awful about themselves or hurt their feelings, it's far simpler to give them a white lie. Although that strategy could prove fruitful in certain circumstances, being truthful to oneself and others is often the best approach to go forward in others. Telling the truth improves your character and helps you create connections with others based on trust and openness. Number 10, you care less about correctness. In the heat of a debate, we may become fixated on proving our own position. But if we waste time and energy arguing about who is correct, we will achieve nothing. The outcome is bad for everyone. Nothing is ever taught, and no one ever develops or changes. Putting others' needs before your own is a sign of maturity. It shows that you can look beyond your own interests and are improving as a person. Everyone has the potential to grow and improve, regardless of their background, history, or current situation. You need only be prepared to feel some unease as you proceed. We'd like it if you'd want to see more videos like this one, so if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and spread the word. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to ensure you don't miss any future videos, and don't forget to activate that bell to receive alerts whenever new content is uploaded. Please view our other videos while you're here. You're welcome for watching.